Hello my lovelies, it's me, Edith Ivy. Welcome back to our first real episode of Wytchwood, and thank you to everybody who commented. We will be going after the ox this episode in honor of our Horse Ranch Sims series. Gotta do a little quick housekeeping to get my inventory where I want it for quick draw, because there are a few things out here that can do some damage. I do want to reiterate my content warning that if you are sensitive regarding Christian religious symbology, this series might not be for you. However, the game is rated E for everyone over the age of 10. It is not, in my opinion, too gory or too explicit. There are a few sound issues. I am still getting all the kinks worked out for recording from my Switch instead of my computer, so I thank you so much for your patience while I get that figured out. Back into the forest we go. Before I start running around like a mad woman, let's look at our map. Alright. So, into the decay is how we get back home. There is the leech in the swamp. The lakeshore path. Don't know what's down there yet. Oh. Can't bear the sweetness. That looks like the start of the bear quest. And the fieldward path. Slower moving farm folk, please allow others to pass. Labor of an ox. So we want to go down and to the left. Down past the well. Hello, squirrel. That is the start of the bear, and we are going to the ox. And we have opened up a new zone in our map, which is the field. Lazy grass. Oh, and we can... Catching suit sprites may be my favorite thing in this game. We should check our map and see where we want to go. It looks like this is the first gentleman we want to talk to, but there's an unusual hay bale here, and I bet that it is in our best interest to investigate that sooner rather than later. Some to catch! Let's go catch some bugs. We got hopper legs. I am very easily distracted. Get him. Alright, let's investigate this hay bale. Upon closer inspection, this mountain of hay appears to have been deliberately woven into an intricate wickerwork structure. You carefully pluck a single piece of straw from its center, and the whole bundle begins to swirl and unravel until a gaping vortex opens before you. And now there's a shadowed way, and we can get back to the place between through there. Let's talk to this zucchini-looking fellow. A hefty gourd stands before you, wiping beads of dew off his bumpy forehead. He tilts up the brim of his hat and greets you with what you interpret as a smile. Welcome to my farm, stranger. What brings you here? How's it growing, farmer? Oh, you know, not so bad. Trying to my best to win the harvest competitions this year. Well, you look to be making good progress. I'm sure you'll be a shoo-in for the blue ribbon. You would think so, wouldn't you? But every year, without fail, that sour ox takes the prize. No matter how hard I work, I can't seem to outgrow his crops. Careful now. You're beginning to sound like a sore loser. Yeah, not sore loser. I just think it is quite suspicious, don't you? Last year, the ox and his family grew the largest corn cobs I have ever seen. I was only barely able to get second place because of my own little helpers. He motions to animated turnips and potatoes, busy with the menial farm work. But this year, his crops are larger than ever before, even though his family is nowhere to be seen.
It doesn't make any sense to me. He's working the fields all by himself? What happened to his family? That's the fishy part. No one knows. They just disappeared one day, and the ox has said nothing. That does sound suspicious. Perhaps I'll go and ask him myself. Yeah. His farm is down to the southwest. You can't miss it. I must get back to work. Veggies won't grow themselves, you know. And we have a new quest objective. Speak to the ox at his farm. Let's head that way. That pheasant sounds an awful lot like a chicken. Ah, that doesn't look like an ox farmer to me. Let's look at my map. Oh, we are following the road in the wrong direction. I love the way that the witch moves. Kind of bow-legged and swizzle-legged at the same time. Oh, there's a doggo. This old pooch deserves a treat. He is a friendly doggo. Ooh. Hello, chickens. Oh my. What are you? Scarecrow, just eerie. Easy to see why the crows don't like these. The ox. Sweat pours off enormous shoulders. Labor unending. Ooh. You can interact with chickens. What should we do to chickens? And then rich topsoil. We could potentially get things from that. Hey! This is private property! What are you doing trespassing on my land? Why, I just came to admire the glow of your crops, Master Ox. I heard you produce the most bountiful produce in the land. Ha! Well, you heard right. I work day in and day off till my hands are raw and my back is broken. You won't find a finer farm anywhere else. You're sure to take first prize at the Harvest Festival again. You and your family must be so proud. The ox spits on the tilled soil. Pah! Those lazy louts never understood the pride and joy of devoting oneself to the land. What good's a family that gripes about hard labor? We'd never have won any of those competitions if it weren't for my sacrifice. Where is your family, then? I can't help but notice you're working all by yourself. If you must know, those damnable bandits out by the South Bridge stormed into the place one night and stole them away. Bandits? You don't seem very concerned about getting them back. Ha! I'm better off. For all I know, they could have already been ransomed off for fertilizer. But if you're so worried, why don't you go talk to those bloody brigands yourself? Now get your big nose off my fields, or I'll toss you in the compost heap. That was a little uncalled for. Let's see how we can molest these chickens. Eggs! Haha! I wish you could pet the dogs. All games are improved by being able to pet the dog. Alright. We need to investigate the bandit camp. Let's see what my witch's eye can see. They are weak to a dreadful doll. How does one make a dreadful doll? Okay. We need grain, hopper legs, and a sewing kit. Now, we need reedy twine, which we have, and we need a skeeter snoot from the swamp. Looks like we are headed for the swamp next. I think it'll be slightly faster to head through the way between. Because we may not have a door to the swamp, but we sure as heck save time by traveling through half of the forest and all of the field. Alright, and the swamp was up and to the left. Oof. Alright, maybe we need to look at the map. Well, we're headed in the right way. What are you? We got a dryad that is weak to a cinder box. And... no, the guy must have run off. But anyway, we're into the swamp now. I love how distinct every area is. Oh, that looks mosquito-like. It's a skeeter. It is weak to a smoke pellet and then a hatchet. How do we make a smoke pellet? We need frog spawn. There's gotta be frogs in a swamp. If not, we know where to find them in the forest. Who's there? My eyes have gone milky. Please come a little closer, sister. I don't believe we've met before. Why do you call me sister? I don't need sight to see someone who's also signed a dark contract. The woman looks blindly through you, though you can sense her focus. Contract? So you've had dealings with that damnable goat too? What sort of pact did he rope you into? Oh, you know how it is. I was young and he weren't no goat when I knew him. We used to dance naked under the blood moon and raise the dead to frighten dull country folk. Oh, but it's ancient history now. Old age comes for us all, and eventually you've got to hang up the sacrificial dagger and settle down into the comforts of retirement. I know the feeling. I miss my cozy chair and little fireplace. Seems like a fine spot you've got here. Well, it's not all posies and pumpernickel. She clutches worriedly at the moth-eaten blanket in her lap. What's rattled your bones? Maybe I can help. It's my dear old husband. Handsome chap, although a bit clumsy. He had a tumble trying to weed out some swamp traps from the yard. Awful things like to snap at your toes when you're not looking. Anyway, he twisted his ankle really bad and went off to the sick house to have it looked at. But that was a few days ago. He should have been back by now. And these legs haven't worked right in decades, so I can't even go to check up on him. I've been so worried. I even thought about making another contract. Don't you dare. You just wait here. I'll go find him and see what the bother is. Oh, thank you, sister. The sick house is down the road to the west. Be careful of the critters along the way. They've got a taste for blood. New chapter, the leech. Well, she didn't really give us much choice. Catch that slit sprite. Now, what is that? A drake. He is apparently weak to sacrifices and shears. Oh my. Oh! We need that frog. Ooh, and that one. Aha! What is this? Got embalming salts. What are you? Toxic thistle. That seems like a pretty handy thing to keep on hand. That's a propped up body. That's charming. Thistle threaded body. Got some nice little corpses around here. And there's another frog. Let's go catch that frog because we need the frog slime. Looks like that's all we can collect from there. Okay. Let's see if we can craft that incense. Let's make a couple of them because we don't know how many skeeters we're going to need. Oh, what are you? A stick totem. We need a snag vine and a long... Ooh. Suspicious stump. The thick moss growing on this massive fallen trunk seems to recoil at your touch, revealing strange etchings on the bark below. Slowly, a spark of swirling energy seeps forth from the waterlogged wood until an ethereal doorway opens before you. Oh good, we have a rotten aperture. We have a way home. Oh no. There's another little guy. Ooh. That's cool. We'll get there eventually. I don't want to get attacked by that thistle dude thing. I would like another skeeter. Well, hello there. Oh my. There is an impassable hulk of a troll, unless perhaps he likes you. Well, do you like me? A fat troll sits squarely in the middle of the bridge, busy scratching an itch on his back with a fallen tree. His unmatched girth blocks the path forward. Out of the way, you big galoot! He shifts his mass and releases a loud fart as you attempt to circumvent him. Woof, fine. Keep your bridge. I'll come back when the vapors have dissipated. Oh no, there's so many things here that can get us. Alright, do we have what we need to make that creepy doll? Dreadful doll. Excuse me, we need grain. So we're gonna have to... Can we get there before he hits us? That was close. Alright, back to the fields for some grain. Okay, I'm going to make a bet that grain is in a field somewhere. I need a jar to collect some milk. Well, if milk is going begging, I will grab some milk. Oh, we can molest chickens for eggs. Come back, chicken. I crave an egg from you. Oh, I wonder if we will have to do something with that outhouse later, or if they just put that as color text. Ooh, there's a field that looks like grain. Let's just get what we can get while we're here, because I don't know what we're going to need later. Alright, let's make this dolly. Oh, what do we still need? Oh, we need to make the sewing kit. Let's make two, because I get the feeling we're gonna need more of those. Alright, we have a dreadful doll to go attack some bandits with. Aha, hopper legs. Aha! Fear me! Ah, sly old fox. How'd you manage to get your creaky bones past me, grunts? My mooks must be getting fat around the waist to let you slip by so easily. Never too old to teach some young'uns that pans are better left out of people's pockets. Next time I catch one of your thugs rooting for gold, they'll have to recount their fingers. Ha ha ha! Ain't afraid of nothing, are ya? Well, let me be the first to welcome you to our merry camp. Though I suspect you didn't just come to scold us. What do you know about the ox who works the southern fields? He told me his family might have come through this way. Oh yeah, we know all about the ox. We also might have seen that family of his. But on the other hand, maybe we didn't. What's it to ya? Listen up, you big lug. That information is just about the only thing stopping me from changing the whole lot of you into stinking chickens. Alright, Granny. No need to get upset. We was just playing games, you know? Yeah, we seen that family. A boy and his mom, if I remember. Always walking in that big ox's shadow. Always looking afraid of him, too. So you didn't kidnap them? Where are they now? You know, you remind me of my dear old ma. She didn't take no guff from no one, neither. Oh, she used to bake the most delicious meat pies. I'd sure do miss her cooking. Me and the boys have been awful hungry lately. Thieving is hard work and crime doesn't always pay. Say, do you know how to bake? I even got ma's pie recipe right here. Who knows? On a full stomach, I might even remember something about that missing family. This bird could use a healthy helping of crow. We need to make him some humble pie. How does one make a humble pie? We need a roast beast, some dough, and some crow's foot. Well, we have plenty of soot sprites. We need 4 meaty morsels, and we need witch spice. Can we make witch spice? Oh yeah, we can make witch spice. What do we need for dough? Oh, we can make a dough. So we need some more meaty morsels. For meaty morsels, I believe we need squirrels. Do they come from anywhere in the fields? No, just the forest and the village. So let's head back to the forest. Alright, so we're gonna need to make some wicker work. Snap traps. Oh, no, we need to craft things that we have all the materials we need for. Because we're gonna need at least 3 more of these. Let's go find us some squirrels. There's a squirrel. Oh, dang. That squirrely was full of meat. So let's make a roast beast. And then we can make... Oh, what are we missing? Oh, we need 2 crow feet. I guess we're going to really make him eat some crow. It's not even a phrase people know anymore. Eat crow. Alright. I am betting those little black birds are in fact crows, and I bet they'll be up in fields. I think we saw some in there. Yes, perfect. Crow needs snap traps. Well, how convenient that we have snap traps. Let's harvest that while we wait. Come on, birdies. Have some snap trap tasties. You know you want to. Let's try placing that up here. Come on. I need your feet. Maybe we need to put it somewhere else. Let's try placing it right on top of a bird. That flew away. I wonder if the farmer isn't scaring them off. Let's... What the heck are you? Gnome. We don't know his weaknesses yet. But we will. Let's try outside of the field. And maybe the farmer with his tool was scaring it away. Yay! Oh, they also give meaty morsels. Well, it didn't say they left meaty morsels. We do need 1 more foot. Hide in the foliage. Excellent. And now we should be able to make that pie. Boom. Back to the bandits. Hello, bandits. Fear me. Say, do you know how to bake? I even got Ma's pie recipe right here. Who knows, with a full stomach, I might even remember something about that missing family. Let's give this gentleman some humble pie. Fee-fi, fo-fum. I want pie in my tummy-tum-tum. Me too. My housemate made pie and I want it. Come on then. Have a helping. The bandit plunges his hand into the pie, grabbing a fistful. He barks in delight as wet chunks of pie filling spatter out of his gob. Oh, delish. Just like how Ma used to make. But something's different. He picks a small black feather from between his yellowed teeth. Is this crow? I figured you could do with a serving of humility. The gargantuan man's lip begins to quiver. Great watery tears well up in his beady eyes. What's the matter, dearie? Are the spices too strong? Nah, it ain't the spices. It's just... He deteriorates into great shuddering sobs that shake the camp. Ma always said I was a bad seed. Said I weren't good for nothing but eating and thieving. But all I really wanted to do was dance. I was gonna make the greatest dance troupe the world had ever seen. Had a name in mind and everything. Picking the leaping pockets. But I ain't been doing nothing but taking. Always taking. Oh, Ma was right. I'm a bad apple. Come on now, dry those tears. You're not all that bad. He snorts a dangling glob of snot back into his nose. You really think so? You gently reassure him with another helping of pie. Of course not. You're gonna tell me all about the Ox's family, aren't ya? Oh, right. Well, you see, we've been spying on that ox for years now. Every full moon he'd go out into his fields all by his lonesome. He'd howl at the sky. What was it he'd say? Oh, he'd yell, Abraca-corncob. Then it always sounded like he got into an argument with someone, but there was never anyone else there except that creepy old scarecrow of his. You pat the sniffling rogue on his stubbly cheek. That's a good lad. Maybe it's time to think about trading the daggers for dance shoes. He stuffs more handfuls of the crumbling pie between his blubbering lips. Yes'm, I'll do it. I'll dance. Well, it appears the ox has not been, fully forthright with us. Oh, look, a chest. Ooh, with a mending poultice. Let's just take everything while we're here. Waste not, want not, as it were. Looks like we need to speak to the scarecrow now. Back to the farm. Hello, doggo. I wonder... Yep, his color text hasn't changed at all. This eerie simulacrum of a human sways in the breeze. Its lumpy face seems to leer down at you, expecting something. Ah, Abraca-corncob? The figure creaks against its pole as its vegetative head twists to look at you. It takes a wheezing breath, expelling a moth from its mouth hole. Hello, yes? Have you come to strike a deal with the great and magnanimous Harvest Master? No thank you. I am involved in quite too many dark contracts with supernatural beings already. Then why have you summoned me? Has the Ox made a deal with you, perchance? The Ox? Why, yes. Terrible trade, I say, but a deal is a deal. What sort of trade? Does it have to do with his missing family? Yes! He said he wanted to win pretty prizes, grow the best crops, said he would give up anything in the world. So he offered me his wife and son, and I'm not one to refuse a bargain like that. Where are they? What did you do with them? Don't worry, they're fine, but as long as I make the crops grow, they belong to me. And if the crops should fail, your deal would be broken? Ha! I am the great harvest master. My harvest will never fail. Well, we'll see about that. I better take a closer look at these prize-winning plants. These crops are robust, thriving beyond anything else nearby. But it looks like they're weak to a withering can. These stalks don't look so sturdy to me. A good herbicide ought to shrivel these right up. That'll teach that ox a lesson about proper agricultural practices. I'll need a sturdy enough vessel to hold the poison, though. Maybe I can convince that vegetal fellow to give up that nice big watering can of his. I bet that vegetal man can be persuaded. All right. Hello, cow. What? Changeling? Usually active for a root. Well, hello again. Find out anything about what that ox is up to? As a matter of fact, I have. It seems he traded his family to a turnip wizard or field genie or some other such nonsense. You must mean the harvest master. That explains a lot, actually. Bad business to get mixed up with that sort of fellow. The farmer nervously wipes his brow with the back of his leafy hand. Not that I would know anything about that myself. Listen, I don't have time to exchange farm gossip. I need to borrow your watering can over there. I'd be happy to lend it to you, but unfortunately I still need it to grow my prize-winning vegetable. You glance down at the fat head of a cabbage bobbing gently against a blanket of big, swaddling leaves. You think you may have heard a faint giggle coming from deep within the fronds. Seems plenty big enough to me. Ach, just you wait. My little baby is going to grow up to be a great big baby. It's going to be the belle of the ball at this year's festival. But if it were to say, grow a little bit faster, I suppose I wouldn't need my watering can at all. You swear the farmer winks at you, despite not being equipped with any eyes. Does anybody here grow produce in an honest way? Let me take a look at the little tyke. You look down at the fattest little cabbage you've ever seen, but if it gets your hands on that watering can, it could stand to be a little fatter. Alright, we need a growth potion, a turkey gizzard stone, and 2 jars of water. Well, I believe we have an empty... Ooh, is that a chest? Aha! I believe there was water near the cow. And we have an empty jar going begging. Yeah, that looks like a watering pump. Alright, we have 2 jars of water. We need to craft a growth potion, so let's look at that recipe. We need apothecary humors. Then it looks like we are 1 short of 3 ingredients to select. We need blood, we need bug ichor, and we need more frog slime. And what else do we need? We need magic paste. We need a dragonfly wing, we need fairy dust, and we need more milk. And what else do we need? Oh, we need flower petals, which we have plenty of. And we need a turkey gizzard. Well, there were turkeys up this way. Let's find out what their weakness is. You need digestive tablets, which are made from snail shells, which we have, eye of newt, which we do not have, but I'm guessing it involves lizards in the swamp, and goblin snot, which is in the forest. We will get some goblin snot, and then we'll head back to the swamp. You're not a goblin. Ooh, frog! frog, you mustn't escape. I need your slime. Ooh, a chest. Some snap traps and a bait stick. You look like you will bite me if I get too close. Oh, goblin. What do goblins fear? A dreadful doll. Well, fortunately, I know how to make those, and I think... Yes. Wait, what am I short of? Oh, we need one more hopper leg. Let's take care of the swamp first. And then we'll go back for a hopper leg, and then we'll go get some goblin snot. There's a lot of running around in this game. Alright. Bloodsuckers are weak to spirit salts. Can we make another smoke thingy? Yeah, we can make one of these. Oh no! Okay, let's take some medicine. And then we will hatchet these nasty things. Can we make spirit salts right now? I do believe we could make spirit salts, but that's not important right now. Let's see. We need frog slime. That's not terrifying at all. Ooh, lots of hag shroom. Yay! Thought I saw another one. There he is. Aha. That should be plenty of frog slime for apothecary humors. We have an apothecary humor. We need the magic paste, which requires a dragonfly wing and fairy dust and moo juice. Let's see, where is a dragonfly? We've been seeing them flying around. Okay. Looks like they're weak to a bait stick. Come on, dragonfly. Oh, can we get two? Oh, only one at a time apparently. Ooh, feathers just going begging. I think so. I will take that, thank you. Do we have what it takes to make a bait stick? Oh, heck yeah. Let's craft a couple of those so we have them to spare. And, okay. We have enough snail now. We do need Eye of Newt. Let's wander around the swamp and mess with stuff until we figure out how one acquires a newt. The thistle, the clay. Ooh, let's... Yes! Okay. Come on! Come on, lizard! Yes. Aha! So we need to molest logs, and they will give us lizards that we can then murder for their eyes. Which means that all we need is goblin snot, and to get goblin snot, we need hopper legs. So let's head back to the field and get those hoppers. Alright, on to the fields. I don't remember how many hopper legs we need. Oh, and we need more milk. So we will need some jars. We need clay. Well, there was clay around here. I think you are safe for the time being, that hopper. Hunting for clay. Need one more clay to make a jar. And then I can milk the cow. And then we can get the goblin snot for the digestive pellets. Okay. Boom. Let's go accost a cow. Alright, we have fairy dust, so we have magic paste. So we can craft the growth potion. And then we need to go get the goblin snot to make the pills for the turkey gizzard. And back to the forest. Alright, the goblin was up and left. There you are. Ha-ha! We scared the snot out of him. Ew. Alright. Let's go get some turkey. I like the sunflowers in the field. And turkeys were at the top left of the map. There you are. Oh no! How are we gonna get the stone? Okay. We have everything we need. Let's work on this unholy cabbage. Isn't my baby just wunderbar? Oh, right, we need to manipulate the cabbage, not the, farmer. You look down at the fattest little cabbage you've ever seen. But if it gets your hands that watering can, it could stand to be a little fatter. Let's do a growth potion. You pop open the cork of the potion and sprinkle the bright liquid onto the cabbage's roots. Crushed into fine powder, a gizzard stone lends potent nutrients to the soil. 2 jars of water. You spritz the cabbage with fresh, clear water while uttering a simple horticultural charm. The water beads like dewdrops before the leaves drink them up and brighten in color. The budding plant changes to a bright purple, then blue, then yellow. It suddenly goes rigid and shrinks to the size of a marble. The farmer gasps in horror as his precious baby disappears back into the earth. He turns to you, shoulder stiff and pitchfork in hand. He takes one step in your direction, but stops abruptly when a tremor shakes the earth. You look down to your feet and watch deep cracks split the ground. Hold on to your cat. This one's gotta be big. You hear a booming giggle echo from deep in the garden. The vegetal farmer falls to his knees, clutching his hat to his chest. In an explosion of leafy greens and flying earth, the bouncing head of an enormous cabbage erupts into the field. Look at how cute he is! Look at his chubby pink cheeks! The farmer reaches out to it, shakily. My little baby? Papa? The farmer scrambles toward the big bumbling cabbage with open arms. My beautiful baby! Look at how big you've grown! See? With a little love and a little help from your friends. You're sure to win first prize after all. Oh, I don't even care about that silly thing anymore. Just look at how handsome my baby is. The two embrace, laughing and crying. I guess you won't be needing that watering can anymore? Please, help yourself. You've given me more than enough. It's so cute. Oh, to be a cabbage without a care in the world. The happiest baby. Give me that can. It'll take some work to break through the scarecrow's magical boon, but you're confident in your mastery of poisons. Alright, we need a poison of blight, we need weird water, and we need a pumpkin jack bone. So, how do we make these things? Alright, weird water. We just need some more water, which I think we're gonna have to go get some more clay for it. That's fine. Potion of blight. Where is a potion of blight? There it is. Oh, well. We are 1 thistle shy, so we need to go back to the swamp. And we need a pumpkin jack bone from the field. So, let's look at our map. I am guessing the pumpkin jacks will be somewhere in this big shadowy place, rather than somewhere we've explored yet and haven't seen any pumpkin jacks. Whatever a pumpkin jack is. Oh, bandits, what's up? Oh, there's a turkey by itself. That would have been handy a little bit ago. Oh, look. Creepy pumpkin creatures. We need a snag vine. Oh, we need more... Oh, wait. We need more twine. Let's get this clay, because we need that too. Is that enough clay to make a jar? Boom. Okay. Now we can make a sewing kit, and that will allow us to make a snag vine. And that will let us get a pumpkin jack bone. Okay. Now we hatchet him. Alright. We have a pumpkin jack bone. Now we need a thistle and I think, yeah, just a thistle and some water. So we'll hit that water that's right by the doorway in the haystack and then we'll head to the swamp. Now I'm stopping at all of the spots to get clay on the way because I'm worried about running out again. Okay, and that will allow us to make the weird water. So we just need some thistle. Okay, and that looks like... Oh no, it's got one of those tree guys. Let's see if we can get him to chase us. Yeah, come on. Come on. Come on. That's right, chase me. Chase me. A little bit further. Perfect. That was easy. Now, we can craft our potion of blight. And that is everything we need to do unspeakable things to that watering can. It will take some work to break through the Scarecrow's magical boon, but you're confident in your mastery of poisons. You hold your breath and empty the poisonous vial into the container. The toxic fumes make your fingernails curl. A good amount of weird water will dilute the poison to keep it from eating straight through the metal can. You crush up the impish bone into fine powder. This potent fertilizer will help spread the blight. You find a hefty stick to mix all the ingredients together inside the watering can. You know your work is done when the stick dissolves into mush in your hands. The withering can is ready. Let's go ruin an ox's day. Alright, let's take a withering can to those crops. Hey, I thought I told you to beat it. He raises his hoe and brandishes at you menacingly. That looks like some pretty withered crops to me. You watch the sickness spreading up the stalks to the very tips of the tallest leaves. Vivid greens turn to diseased browns as the crops bend and droop. No! What is happening? Harvest Master, we had a deal! You promised my crops would never fail! Dreadfully sorry. Looks like my magic is broken. It's not my fault. The ox throws himself to the ground, desperately raking the soil with his fingers. Wait, let's make a new deal. Please, I can sacrifice too much for this. A new deal? What's your offer? Anything you want. Just bring my precious crops back to me. Anything? This is acceptable. Worm-like roots suddenly wrap around the ox's feet and begin dragging him into the soil. Wait, I didn't mean... That looks like a bad day.
The dust settles over the spot where this ox once stood, as if nothing had happened. Though the soil looks barren and diseased, a small spot of leafy green catches your eye. Where the ox once stood, a green tendril has pushed its way through the earth. You watch a delicate blossom unfurl, revealing a stubborn, hard-shelled seed, the soul of the ox. We've completed the ox quest. The scarecrow is again motionless. The dead crops have withered to almost nothing. Where is the family? Ooh, don't mind if I do. There's the ox's family! Standing at the front gate, the ox's missing wife and son blink in confusion, as if they had just burst forth from the earth itself. Mama, what happened?
Ah, welcome back. Suppose you don't remember much.
He really did it, didn't he? That stupid festival prize was worth more to him than us. Where is he? Where is my husband?
Don't fret. I've already set things straight. He won't be troubling you again. And you've got this nice fertile farm all to yourself now.
My son and I worked ourselves to the bone for that horrible man. Thank you for lifting this curse.
Just do me a favor and don't make any deals with suspicious scarecrows.
And with that, the ox is done, and I think it's time to head back to our little cottage. Now, I know that I can't actually turn any souls in until I've collected the full set of 4. I do want to give people the chance to decide where our next journey is, but we did kind of accidentally start the leech by catching the suit sprite in that campfire, so we're gonna head to the leech next. So if you would be so kind as to leave comment as to if you have a preference for the bear or the snake. My personal preference is for the bear just because it's the top of the list. Thank you so much for watching. I have been Edith Ivy. If you have enjoyed this content, please like, subscribe, comment, maybe even ring the notification bell. It really does help me try to grow my channel. Thank you so much for watching with me. I hope you have a happy time zone wherever in the world you are, and I will see you again very soon.